You have to choke him.
Yeah.
You can't. There's no, okay, I'm gonna armbar you to the ground.
You're gonna stop resisting, sir.
No, I'm gonna for real armbar you, and then when that still doesn't work, I'm gonna choke the life out of you.
A lot of cops out there seem to think they can do as they please, whether it's violating traffic stop laws, making false arrests, or just being violent for no reason. These cops deserve some karma, and that's exactly what we're getting into today. Let's get into it.
Crash-wise, what happened?
He rolled up to this truck, they said. Well, he was parked. Mm-hmm. They came up on him and passed out.
Okay, so he didn't hit anything.
Well, we don't know if it's damage. He hit the front bumper, he hit the rear bumper of that truck.
Those officers were just talking about an off-duty sergeant. Now he decided to go for a drive after consuming large amounts of alcohol. Here is how the rest of it went down.
Were you the one that rolled up on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a statement about it? Briefly, what happened though? What did you see?
So we're checking for spots over here, where you roll up on him and he has his car on. He slumped over, we knocked on the window and he just wasn't waking up.
Okay. Did he make any statements to you, anything like that?
No, he couldn't talk. He was like just mumbling.
He's mumbled?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get to see his eyes, anything like that?
No. I just smelled it.
Okay. Was there anything in the vehicle? Like, do you see, like, on the floorboard and the set kind of
Yeah,
folder?
he has that bottle of vodka in the vehicle that we observed.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I think
I
it
don't know how
was.
much
I
is
just
in
saw
it.
a bottle of vodka next to him.
You had a bottle of vodka next to him?
Yeah, it was right next to him.
You just want to come with me?
I'm not trying to be, I'm not.
All right.
It's fine.
All right, man. I'm Trooper Garner. How's it going? All right, you're going to come out here with me. You're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you.
My wife's...
66.
What's going on tonight? Step out here with me. We're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you.
Hey, brother, talk to him so he can
Yeah, come on, man.
do as much as he can.
You have my phone.
Yeah, we got it. No, we're
Okay.
going to let him talk to you in his car.
That's all we need.
No, I need you to step out.
Come on.
Come on.
No?
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Look,
We talked about this earlier.
I'm going to tell
When
you,
you got here, you were going to cooperate with him. I know you wasn't with me, but you're going to with him.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight, okay?
And we told you
But
that.
if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay? I understand what's going on. I can smell it come from your breath. I already know what's going on.
I'm not pushing buttons.
You're starting to push my buttons already. If you're going to be compliant, be compliant. If not, we can go to jail.
Sir.
And you can figure it out later. Okay? I'm trying to be polite with you. But you're not wanting to look me in the eye. You're not even wanting to speak to me.
The off-duty sergeant was identified as Peter Fekes. He was then cited with driving under the influence as well as causing a minor car crash while under the influence. They obviously stated that he is innocent until proven guilty, but he was later charged with the 3 misdemeanor charges.
Well, I'm going to put your feet together for me. All right. See a tip of my pen?
Okay,
Is it something you're willing to do? Hey, look. Predicated on whether or not you take any tests or anything is not how I determine.
Yeah, but these are SFSTs.
Correct.
Right.
I'm going to explain it to you real quick, though, okay? Whether or not you refuse it is not predicated on whether or not you go to jail. Your attitude determines that with me, okay? I'll be up front with you. As long as you're polite and cooperative, I'll work with you to get you home, okay? But if you're gonna be a pain to me,
I'm not being a pain.
let me finish. If you're gonna be a pain about stuff and not let me do my job, we'll just go to jail and I'll solve the problem for myself. That's how I do it, okay? So if you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You know that legally, as the rest of us do here. I have to offer it to you. I have to try to do what I can do, okay? I clearly see that you've been drinking. I can smell it on your breath.
Okay.
All right? I can see your red shot, bloodshot, and glassy eyes. If not, you're slumped over the wheel. I'm just trying to do my due diligence and check. You don't have to, but if you do, that's all I'm trying to do. So it's entirely up to you whether or not that's something you want to do, okay? It's entirely up to you. I'm asking if that's something you want to do or no.
No.
Okay. So here's a. Do you have problems with your shoulders or anything?
No.
Do what? No. Okay. Because you're just cuffed in the front. I know you're a bigger guy. Probably have a hard time trying to get behind your back. No. I'm gonna have my cuffs on you instead, so I can give this gentleman back his. Okay.
This next cop and his partner got fired and sent to prison for what they pulled in this clip.
Drive-by chasing? You know how to chase?
Can we do that? Yeah, I'm not going to chase him on foot. I don't need to chase him. My car will chase him, though. Go pick him up. He's me off now. Get him! Get him! Get him! Put hands on him! Now run your nail. What you gonna say, huh? Who caught who? Huh? Whose are in your back? Who caught who? Again. Run your mouth. Okay. Let go. You know what, man? Run your mouth like that. As men, we're trying to give you opportunity to just walk your somewhere, man.
Y'all, bro. Y'all don't know what the I go through, dog. They wrong, bro.
And it looks bad that you're out there yelling at us, calling me a...
The officers had taken part in a drive-by tasing, which is very unlawful. It's the opposite of what they're supposed to do when they have no reason but suspicion to have arrested the man. Both officers received a sentence of 1 year in prison, and the man they arrested ended up being innocent. Up next, we have another DUI charge, but this time it's for a Hazelwood police chief. Yep, Greg Hall was stopped for being under the suspicion of driving under the influence. This is how the rest of his stop went after visibly failing 3 sobriety tests.
1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, until you've completed the test.
Thank you.
I just need you to remember, hang on 1 second for me, sir. Just not able to do this.
You know what? Just talk to Johnny.
I don't want to. I really don't want, I mean, you saw what happened in Chicago, right? With their chief police, and they look, I'm liable. This is all on camera. How's it look if I don't do my job? I'm gonna be honest, sir, like, this is a really bad position you're putting me in.
Okay. So, I appreciate taking the call. They're fine, man. Whatever. It's fine. I got this to deal with now. Bye. John Nesky, Chief Nesky, is on his way.
Okay.
And he's the top.
He's on his way up here.
He's on his way. And we did our job.
Yeah. I'm fine. Like I said. Yeah. It's all being on camera.
Hey.
Chicago. I'm sure you remember when that whole superintendent.
Listen, I'm not making.
Yeah.
This is not. You know, I gave, and I'm still recording. I gave a courtesy to my supervisor.
Absolutely.
To let him know the issue, and because things like this are cause.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Problems.
Absolutely.
So I wanted him to be aware of what our decision was and give him the opportunity to make a different one or contact the chief of police.
Greg was later saved once Chief Nesk had arrived to clear things up. Once the footage came out to the world, Hall decided to quietly resign from his job. Next, we have a Columbus police officer that was caught red-handed violating the law and using force.
Get your hands behind your back! Stop resisting!
Officers punched, kicked, and tased Davis before they were able to get him handcuffed. That use of force is under review. But it's the body camera footage from Officer Joseph Bogard and Bogard's comments about the arrest that are now the subject of an internal affairs investigation.
What are we tasing for? Why don't we just choke the life out of him?
I think they did for a while.
Good. Good.
Bogard was one of a number of patrol officers who responded to the call of an officer in trouble. He's one of a number of officers watching as Davis complains that he can't breathe.
Get up! I can't breathe.
You can breathe. You're talking.
I can't breathe, sir.
Officer Bogard's comments suggest he was openly enjoying the scene.
I'm a little aroused at this, Davis, just so you know.
Bogard later describes for a fellow officer how he might have handled the takedown of Timothy Davis.
You have to choke him. Yeah. You can't. There's no, okay, I'm going to armbar you to the ground.
You're going to stop resisting, sir.
No, I'm going to for real armbar you. And then when that still doesn't work, I'm going to choke the life out of you. And then while you're drooling on yourself, I'll handcuff you.
He had beat the suspect to a point where he had kidney failure. But he miraculously survived it all. Timothy, the officer, had been taken to court and got sued for $225,000.
Get on the ground! Do you not listen? Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
That was Officer David Lance Dukes. He forcefully arrested the two men he confronted in the video. His peers noticed how unreasonable he was being, and this is how the situation unfolded.
Throw me down. Yup, you bust my head down on the cement. Yup, you bust my head.
All right, let me tell you what.
His forehead.
You bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up, and he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. Had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is putting this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
Bust my head.
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went onto the ground.
You bust my head down
That's what
on the cement. You bust my forehead.
Yeah, your head did hit the cement.
Damn right, cause you bust me down on the cement.
Where's the complainant?
You bust my head down on the cement.
Then he got confronted by his senior and was very frantic with how he was explaining it.
Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we got.
You have to use it for us.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Slam my head down.
Dude, I didn't know what his
You
intention
use
was.
it for us. You need to have a look at the camera.
Alright. The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead. Damn right. You gonna pay me for that shit too.
Mayor, I'm going to take that into evidence of what he had.
What?
Well, I mean, you know, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where
There ain't nothing there.
where that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
His dogs on. No.
On camera.
Yeah, a
All
dog
right, that's
stick.
fine.
A dog stick.
So he can come out of cuffs?
Yes. Take him out of handcuffs.
Officer Dukes was fired 2 days after the incident and was charged with first-degree assault. This auditor started recording an interaction between him and a police officer that had been harassing him. The officer was then caught lying on camera.
We've had thefts in this community, okay? You can do that if you want to.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Simple. We've had thefts in the community, okay? And you don't live here.
Do you have a reasonable
I do not.
suspicion?
The reasonable suspicion is that the possibility that you could be a thief in this area.
I have explained to you what I'm doing.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. You could be an axe murderer, okay?
So could you?
Yeah, no, not in my uniform.
Yes,
I'm
you
at
could.
work. No.
No. There have been plenty of cases where officers have broken the law.
Okay.
Let's not pretend. Nobody is perfect.
The auditor was quick to tell the officer his rights. The officer then gave up and left.
I understand that,
Okay.
but what does my ID have to do with making sure the area is safe?
Okay.
Is the area any more safer now that you've identified me?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
The explanation that I'm fixing to give you is the reason why I do what I do. Okay, this area, now that I have your ID, the area, if something does happen, something could happen, there's a possibility of a already known suspect now that was in the area prior to anything happening. So if something happens tonight or the next day or something like that, who's the strange people in the area? It would be you, okay? We will come and talk to you. We will commit an
Well, that's
do an
fine.
investigation.
Why don't you come and talk to me when you have suspicion of an actual crime?
Sir,
Sitting on the side of the road is not suspicion of a crime.
Yes,
This is a road. What crime is sitting on a public road?
Anybody in this subdivision?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Why aren't you sitting in front of their house?
Because I already sat in front of their house. I explained to you this is a GPS game. You understand GPS, I know.
I understand GPS, and I understand people doing all these games. But if you want to be hard with me as far as
I'm not trying to be hard. I'm trying. I want you to obey the law.
I am doing the law.
No, you as a
do
corporal.
is my duty.
Bull. As a corporal,
I'm glad you know my job better than I do.
I don't know your job better than you do, but I do know the statute for identify. I was not committing a.
The statute for identifying yourself is anybody over the age of 18 has to have a document in their possession of who they are at all times.
But I don't have to give it to you.
When you are asked and requested by a officer,
unless you are issuing me a civil or a criminal citation,
anything.
then this is Nazi Germany.